Good morning. Thank you for coming back to contribute to today's session. We will start with a little update for you. Various people have been so kind, people and organisations have been so kind as to contribute thoughts, themes and measures and ideas to us overnight and in the last hour as well. So we'd like to express our thanks to those who've created documents or written their thoughts down for us, and also to those who have just spoken to us about key themes. Clearly, lots of things are emerging, and we still have this morning and early afternoon to continue to discuss them. But we seem to be seeing a number of common points arising, so I'd ask you to consider some of these during the course of the workshops and contribute to us your ideas on them. Some of those themes concern common definitions and how we need to have common definitions of sector and other aspects of the cultural and creative industries so that we have common understanding. A clear theme emerging that assuming we have common definitions, then we do need to start to understand how to assess and evaluate, or some people say measure, the value and the impact of cultural and creative industries in ways which are common and shared. Overall, a very common comment that we're receiving is that the cultural and creative industries are not afraid of change, and they're not afraid of the challenges that are being wrought by new technologies, but also several people have spoken to me about, rather more significantly, changes in the relationship between our societies and culture and arts and creative output, creative work. Changes some of which are to do with art and creative endeavour becoming certainly increasingly becoming part of the services realm, the commercial realm, but also at the same time that the two aspects of art and creativity are not the same as the creation of purely commercial products. But helpfully, we're not hearing many people arguing that there is no connection and that there should be no connection between the cultural and creative industries and economy. A great many people discussing with me, certainly yesterday evening, the nature of what Andre describes as the horizontal nature of cultural and creative activity. And I think it's going to be very important for Andre in the report back later on this afternoon to be able to describe the passion with which many people are expressing the notion that the shared understanding of the cultural and creative industries is that culture and creativity are not a sector to be hived off and independently, but they are an element of a great aspect of many aspects of the work that's going on in the Union, in the states, and in the regions and territories. I think it's very difficult to get beyond saying that to actually doing something about it, and a very specific theme was emerging yesterday afternoon around the finance session around the need to get economic and cultural ministers, organisations, funding bodies to understand that they aren't in competition with each other. They're actually trying to achieve the same aims, and that seems to be a very relevant theme that's coming forwards. Horizontality, the fact that the sectors are happy with change and embrace change, but that crucially we need to have people working together to understand that there are cultural components, there are economic components, but very importantly there are shared components in the middle. Moving on to this morning's first session and first speaker, I'm expecting also that we'll now start to discover some of the educational and cultural components which we share, some of which are of economic benefit to the creative industries themselves, some of which are of creative and artistic benefit to the cultural sectors themselves, and all of which I suspect are hopefully of benefit to the wider society. So I'm absolutely delighted to be able to introduce Micheál O'Sullivan from the Republic of Ireland, who is a professor of music out in Limerick. We were discussing last night, it turns out we have mutual friends in the world of arts and creative industries. And so I'd like to hand over to Michal and hear his contribution around the question of the relationship between art, culture, education and the creative industries.